I can be killed with ease, I can be cut right down, but I cannot fall back into my closet. If a bullet should enter my brain, let that bullet destroy every closet door. I have grown. I am not myself. I am too many. I am all of us. This is a poem written by possibly the most famous martyr of the gay and lesbian movement in the United States, my nominee for the American Hall of Fame, found at www.brainyquote.com, access on March 4th, 2020. Known as an icon for gay rights in San Francisco, my nominee has been called the most famous and significantly open LGBTQ official to ever be elected in the United States. My nominee to the American Hall of Fame is the first openly gay person to be elected to public office in San Francisco, Harvey Milk. I choose to elect Harvey Milk because I've always admired his dedication to helping people learn to love themselves, even if they're not considered the norm. Harvey took huge risks because they were the right thing to do, not because they were the safe thing to do. Today, I will discuss Harvey Milk's early life, his political activism, his death, and why I believe he should be elected into the American Hall of Fame. I think Harvey Milk should be elected into the American Hall of Fame because he risked his life trying to inspire and help young people of the LGBT community gain the confidence to be themselves. According to www.glbtq.com, accessed on March 4, 2020, Harvey Milk was born May 22, 1930 in Woodmere, New York, and grew up in a middle-class Jewish neighborhood on Long Island. His grandfather found success as a department store owner in New York City, and his father also found success in the clothing industry. Harvey knew from an early age that he was gay and even experienced his first experiences sexually as a teenager. He kept his sexual orientation hidden from his family. According to Carrie Krakow in her book, The Harvey Milk Story, Harvey graduated from Albany State College in 1951 and entered the Navy, where he served in the Korean War. He trained as a deep-sea diver and became Chief Petty Officer aboard the USS Kittiwake. He was honorably discharged, to which he said was due to the military's getting rid of those who they thought were homosexuals. After leaving the Navy, Harvey returned home to New York, where he worked in the financial and insurance services. While in office in San Francisco, Milk was the driving force behind a passage of gay rights law that prohibited discrimination in housing and employment based on sexual orientation. He also played a huge role in defeating a state Senate proposal that would have prohibited the LGBT community from teaching at public schools in California. According to Dennis Cummings in his November 27, 2011 article, Finding Dulcinea, Harvey Milk had served with Dan White, a former Vietnam veteran and a former firefighter, on the board of supervisors in San Francisco. They had a friendly relationship until Milk opposed a zoning bill to ban homosexuals from jobs as school teachers pushed by White. In turn, White was the only supervisor to vote against Milk's gay rights ordinance. According to Mark Weiss in his book, Double Play, The San Francisco City Hall Killings, on November 10, 1978, White quit the board in protest to the passage of Milk's ordinance. He decided to return to the board several days later, but Mayor George Moscone refused to reappoint him, due in part to a request by Milk. Feeling angry and betrayed, White decided to take revenge on both Milk and Moscone. According to http://murderpedia.org, accessed on March 4, 2020, on November 27, 1978, carrying a loaded .38 revolver, White went into Moscone's office and shot him 4 times, 2 of them in the head. He then walked down the hall to Milk's office and shot him 5 times point blank. The city was horrified. That night, 40,000 walked the street of San Francisco and holding candlelight vigils in their honor. According to www.snopes.com, accessed on March 4, 2020, White's defense team used the Twinkie defense. They claimed that White had eaten so much junk food that he had little control over his actions. He was convicted of voluntary manslaughter and received 7 years, the lightest possible sentence for intentionally killing somebody. White served 5 years in prison before being released on parole. He later committed suicide on October 21st, 1985. Today, I've discussed Harvey Milk's early life, his political activism, his death, and why I believe he should be elected into the American Hall of Fame. because he helped open the door for gay and lesbians in the United States by championing civil rights for homosexuals, and because he remains a symbol of dedicated activism on behalf of social change. I urge you to elect Harvey Milk into the American Hall of Fame. Thank you.